And welcome to The Balancing Act. I'm Julie Moran.
And I'm Olga Villaverdi.
This Broadway musical is hot stuff, baby. Yeah, Broadway Balances America brings you an exclusive look at Summer, the Donna Summer Musical.
What a voice.
Love
Another
her.
hot stuff, caliente. Chef Ralph is in the house.
Hey, Ralph.
Now, you expected. I'm hamming it up in the kitchen today, and it's gonna be legendary.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait.
Isn't he a ham?
He is a ham.
He's a ham. Plus, how to help knee pain.
That and more, and The Balancing Act starts right now.
Broadway Balances America, brought to you by Broadway Across America, bringing the best of Broadway to a city near you.
Today, Broadway Balances America is going behind the scenes of Summer, the Donna Summer Musical.
You know, Donna's music inspired an entire generation to work hard for the money.
She works hard for the money.
Well, here's Amber Milt, who met the cast and creative team behind the new musical direct from Broadway.
Her songs broke every record, her story broke every barrier. Now this mega Broadway hit is touring North America, and it's 90 minutes of non-stop entertainment. Donna Summer was a girl from Boston with a voice from heaven who shot through the stars from gospel choir to dance floor diva.
Donna Summer lived many different lives, and the story is very much about her putting all of that together and trying to make sense of it. And it's surprisingly emotional. It's not just a celebration. It's not just joyous. She certainly had a lot of pain and a lot of challenges. And also she accomplished a remarkable amount, not only as an artist, but also as a woman in the music industry, as a mother, as a partner. She had a real talent for fulfilling herself no matter what she did. Featuring more than 20 of Donna Summer's classic hits, the musical focuses on different aspects of her persona: Duckling Donna, Disco Donna, and Diva Donna. 3 talented actresses co-star.
We all have different stages of our lives, and I think it's actually a creative way to tell the story. You know, she did have various points in her life that were very poignant, and I think that the only way to really tell that story clearly is to have 3 separate Donnas.
It's honestly such an honor, and it's been so much fun playing young Donna. I find so many things about her that were very similar to myself when I was younger, like her love for performing and her want to do all of these things when she got older. Playing her this young is such a fun way to show other people that had the exact same dream that, like, it can happen, and that it can happen to anybody. If it happened to her, it could happen to anybody.
I like to think of her music kind of in 2 pieces. First time you hear a song, that element of like, yeah, this is fun, I'm into this, and that spirit comes out. And then I think when you really listen to her music and you really listen to her songs, they're so relatable, and a lot of her music has specific stories behind them.
Donna did become an icon and inspired many music divas who followed. For these actresses, honoring a real person while performing her story on stage is a balancing act.
It definitely has its challenges because you want to honor her and her legacy and all that she was. She was a person, and she was a woman that had to balance being a wife and being a mother and being a star and her career and her friends, and then she was in the spotlight, and everything she said and everything she did got analyzed.
I want to capture the essence of Donna Summer, but I don't necessarily want to be her, if that makes any sense. Because my job as an actor is to become this person and incorporate my own life experiences in this journey of becoming Donna Summer.
What would you say you admire most about Donna Summer?
I admire her determination the most. She was very determined from a young age to get to where she is, defying her parents, you know, going after really what she wanted and how she wanted it. That was a big part of it. She didn't let herself stop at any no from anybody.
I think I most admire her self-worth. She always knew that she was worth more and she could be more, and she really respected herself and fought for what she knew she deserved. And that's something that I personally want to attempt to do more in my life, and I think that as women, we are in a place where we don't always fight for what we want and get what we want.
I admire her flexibility. She was very adaptable. She was able to go to all of these different places.
She's truly the queen in multiple ways.
Yeah.
And no show about Donna Summer would be complete without those signature dance moves.
I always want to look at dance through the lens of today. And even though I've lived disco, even though I danced during the disco era, I want a young audience to come and look at this show and feel as though, you know, it feels kind of new, but it feels vintage. I stay away from really replicating the exact period.
So get ready to experience those songs you know and love to love you, baby.
I think audiences are going to be surprised by the depth and power of the story. And certainly there's a time in the show where the audience is going to be on its feet.
I want to invite an audience that has never heard Donna Summer music to be able to make them feel safe, but yet that they're so incredibly enticed and seduced by the period, by the music and the movement.
I think it's a story that is very relatable in so many different ways. I think that it's very empowering and can lead to, you know, people hopefully following their dreams a little bit more, or taking a look at their life and finding similarities and being like, I can do this, if she can do this, I can do this.
I want them to feel like they got a better sense of who Donna Summer is. She was a real person, she was a real woman. Maybe they can find themselves in this story.
The North American tour of Summer, the Donna Summer Musical, is coming soon to a theater near you. Check out Broadway Across America, or you can always go to our website, thebalancingact.com, for all the show information, tour dates, and more. So you better treat her right. All right.
So knee pain is a common condition with many possible causes, including, let's say, injury from playing sports, overuse, or even just simple everyday activities.
Each year, approximately 12 million people visit their doctor because of knee pain, half of them with damage to their knee cartilage.
The Balancing Act is on location to meet with a physician and a patient to learn more. Take a look.
My name's Courtney. I'm 30 years old. I live in Los Angeles and I work as a pediatrician. In high school, played many sports. Field hockey and softball were the primary ones. And then I actually tore my ACL playing field hockey while in high school, but I had surgery to fix it, recovered from that, and then I started running once I went to college. Once I moved to Los Angeles a few years ago, I started having a new onset knee pain at that point.
Dr. Banfi is a sports medicine physician who specializes in knee cartilage restoration.
Knee cartilage is one of the connective tissues within the knee. So there are really two types of knee cartilage. There's the articular cartilage and there's the meniscus cartilage. So both the articular cartilage and the meniscus cartilage acts as a cushion that protects the bones as we do activities that are higher impact, such as running, jumping, but even walking. Well, when the knee cartilage gets damaged, it starts to deteriorate, it becomes thinner, then there's more pressure that the bone experiences. That can result in pain.
When knee cartilage is damaged, patients may experience pain, swelling, clicking, and locking. For Courtney, her pain started to not only affect her love of running, but also her job as a pediatrician.
In the beginning, it was just related to my exercise, so I kind of, worked through it. I was taking anti-inflammatories, and I would take something before I ran, and then usually after I ran. It got so bad that I stopped running altogether, basically. Over about a 2-year period, I started having pain every day when I was going up and down the stairs. Initially, it's one thing, I think, to kind of cut back on things that you'd like to do in your free time, like working out or exercising. But I think it becomes a lot more significant when it's affecting your day-to-day activities and your professional life. And I couldn't stand on my feet for long periods of time at work. My knee would just lock up if I moved the wrong way, pivoted the wrong way. And at that point, I think other people also saw me struggling at work. It was just time for me to go and talk to someone and see someone in sports medicine to figure out what was going on.
Knee cartilage has a very limited blood supply. You really need a blood supply to allow things to heal. When the cartilage doesn't heal on its own, since it lacks that regenerative benefit, the free ends of this cartilage can actually catch, and that can propagate the tear. That will make the tear larger, the lesion larger, which will then exacerbate the patient's symptoms.
Courtney saw a sports medicine physician and had multiple imaging tests done. Her MRI showed knee cartilage damage, and she was then referred to see an orthopedic surgeon.
The orthopedic surgeon said that I would definitely need some sort of procedure to confirm what the findings on the MRI were, but also probably to repair the lesion. We talked about injections as being short-term solution for pain, but nothing that would probably help me in the long term. I wanted to figure out what the surgical options were, and most importantly, if there were differences in terms of what the rehab looked like and what the long-term outcome data was for patients.
There are several surgical techniques available for treating damaged knee cartilage. Used for more than 20 years, autologous chondrocyte implantation, ACI, has been proven to provide long-lasting pain relief and help patients regain knee function. MACI is a third-generation ACI, offering a simpler way to deliver cells and is the only FDA-approved treatment option that regrows a patient's own cartilage cells.
In the patient that's failed conservative treatment, the MACI procedure has successfully been able to restore the patient's knee function and get them back to the activities they want to do. So the first step of a MACI procedure is taking a biopsy of the healthy knee cartilage, typically from a non-weight-bearing surface. Then processed, where it's frozen within the lab. Next, the cells are expanded and placed onto a membrane that can be absorbed back into the patient's own tissues. Then, a MACI implant is delivered the day of the surgery. The implant is then shaped to the size of the cartilage defect, and then placed into this defect area to restore the normal joint surface. After the MACI is implanted, the patients then begin a physician-prescribed rehabilitation program that is specifically designed for them.
I was most attracted to MACI because I had the opportunity to schedule my own surgery at a time that was convenient for other things going on in my life. I was interested in how innovative and new of a procedure it was, and how I had the opportunity to help be part of something that hopefully would be able to positively impact other people in the future.
Generally, after the MACI procedure, the patient is placed in a non-weight-bearing fashion. We need to then take the time with proper rehabilitation to allow these cells to propagate to reestablishing the normal articular surface. Generally, by the first 6 weeks, they've regained their full range of motion. By around the 3-month mark, they have near full strength, but we still need time from a biological standpoint to allow those cells to mature. But by as early as 6 months, people are getting back to some of their normal activities and some of the exercises they want to do.
I felt a lot better after surgery than I was expecting to. I could walk and could do more activity, and even though my surgeon cautioned me, you still have to take it easy because we don't want to damage the graft in any way. But I think I was just surprised by how great I felt so soon after surgery. The rehab was very regimented, and I was in physical therapy intensively for the first 2 months, but I continued for another 4 months after surgery.
Well, generally, I would say the most benefit of the procedure is decreasing pain. The ability to move their knee without having the clicking, the locking. But I also think that the ability to utilize their own cells as opposed to cells from a donor is something else that they truly appreciate. In the patients that have failed the conservative treatment and have elected to proceed with the MACI procedure, they're very pleased by the end of their rehabilitation. They've had restoration of their normal knee function, they've gone back to all of their normal activities, and really they have no restrictions with regard to the exercises and sporting activities that they can participate in.
Being able to do activities you want to do and be able to go to work without having to worry about knee pain, it was really special. Once you're kind of so initially before surgery tied to the idea of I can go out and do things, but I'm going to have knee pain. I'm really thankful that I had the MACI procedure done, and I feel like for me and the time my life that I was in, it was the best option.
You know, it's so great to see Courtney doing so well.
Absolutely. Now, if you're experiencing knee pain, speak with your doctor. And to find out if the MACI procedure is right for you, just visit maci.com/patients.
And you can also go to our website, thebalancingact.com.
So great.
MACI, autologous cultured chondrocytes on porcine collagen membrane, is made up of your own autologous cells that are expanded and placed onto a film that is implanted into the area of the cartilage damage and absorbed back into your own tissue. MACI is used for the repair of symptomatic cartilage damage of the adult knee. The amount of MACI applied depends on the size of the cartilage damage. The MACI film is trimmed by your surgeon to match the size and shape of the damage to ensure the damaged area is completely covered. Limitations of use. It is not known whether MACI is effective in joints other than the knee. It is not known whether MACI is safe or effective in patients over the age of 55 years. Important safety information. MACI should not be used if you are allergic to antibiotics such as gentamicin or materials that come from cow, pig, or ox, have severe osteoarthritis of the knee, other severe inflammatory conditions, infections or inflammation in the bone joint and other surrounding tissue, or blood clotting conditions, have had knee surgery in the past 6 months, not including surgery for obtaining a cartilage biopsy or a surgical procedure to prepare your knee for a MACI implant, or cannot follow a doctor-prescribed rehabilitation program after your surgery. Consult your doctor if you have cancer in the area of the cartilage biopsy or implant, as the safety of MACI is not known in those cases. Conditions that existed before your surgery, including meniscus tears, joint or ligament instability, or alignment problems, should be evaluated and treated before or at the same time as the MACI implant. MACI is not recommended if you are pregnant. MACI has not been studied in patients younger than 18 or over 55 years of age. Common side effects include joint pain, tendinitis, back pain, joint swelling, and joint effusion. More serious side effects include joint pain, cartilage or meniscus injury, treatment failure, and osteoarthritis. For more information, please see full prescribing information at maci.com.
So I love having a big family dinner, right?
Me too.
You do too. But what I love most is right there in the center.
What?
Jamon.
You mean ham?
A ham.
It is the perfect centerpiece to any gathering.
So Ralph, what's going on in your kitchen?
Hey, some may say I'm a ham, but today I've got competition. Kentucky legend hams are legendary. And joining me from the brand is Brooklyn Maple. She's brought quite the selection from Kentucky, and it's where food ought to come from. Welcome, Brooklyn. And before we say anything, you've got the best name ever. I mean, Ralph Pagano's a pretty good name, but Brooklyn Maple, you got me trumped, baby.
Thank you. I like starting off like that.
Well, nothing screams springtime and the holidays, then ham. And right over here, I'm going to start this off real quick. I've got a recipe for you that I think I love, that I think you're going to love, I think that everybody's going to love. Now, I've got some great Florida oranges here, right? I took boiling salted water, dipped the oranges in for about 30, 40 seconds, put them into cold water, and now I'm just going to layer them right on top of this beautiful Kentucky legend ham, right? And the reason I poach the orange first is it takes a little bit of bitter out of the rind, right? So it tastes nice and sweet. Then I'm going to cover it with, of course, some more orange and honey, and a little bit of chili powder in here, make it all nice. You're going to tell me some more about
some more great options.
What makes these hams so delicious?
So they are all hand trimmed. They also are cured in their natural juices and they're double smoked. So really you can't beat that smoky flavor and aroma that comes from a Kentucky legend ham.
That's so far so good. You've got me a believer. I've got fresh squeezed orange juice. I squeeze the little oranges myself. I've got some beautiful Florida honey that I'm raining into that orange juice right now. And then I'm going to add to that, I've got some smoked chili powder, right? So a little bit of sweet and a little bit of spice brings the whole party together nice. Let me give this a whisk around like this, right? So glazed hams, right? That's probably the primary thing that people are talking about when they talk about the ham, right?
Yes.
But we've whipped up a couple of other things over here. And I've got a little bit of julienne ham and some lemon zest and some lemon juice. Really makes it nice. Drop biscuits right here. How about some potatoes au gratin? Potatoes are the delivery vehicle in my mouth. Tell me about the timetable on this. When you cook this in the oven, I mean, it's already cooked product, right? Which makes it super easy for me and you and everybody else.
Yes, basically just heat meat, right? So that's a whole ham. That's roughly 6 to 8 pounds. Whenever you're cooking this, you need to make sure you allot at least 25 minutes per pound in your cooking time. Also keeping in mind, if you did throw it in the oven and you want to thaw that out later on, it takes about 4 to 5 hours per pound to thaw it out from the freezer. Now, other fun facts is once you throw that in the fridge, you have about 5 to 7 days after it's been cooked to make sure that you go through all of your delicious ham recipes and toss that into everything you could ever imagine. And then also, if you have it in the freezer, it takes about 2 months before you actually need to cook it. So
2 months. All right,
that's a good lifespan.
All right, I'm going to pop this. That's a pretty good lifespan for sure. I'm going to pop this in my oven right over here. So 20 minutes a pound. It tops into the oven right here. I got a 6-pound piece. That's a full ham. Let's check this out. You got a lot of flavors for this ham, don't you?
Yes, we do.
Tell me about them.
Our quarter sliced, we have your classic hickory. We also have a baked honey, and then we have a great brown sugar that is like the perfect amount of sweetness. And then we also have a black forest, so really we have any option you might want.
Where can I find these if I'm not with you?
We are in all of your large major retailers, and then of course if you're ever struggling to try to find the location, you can always check us out on KentuckyLegend.com. We have a where to buy section, so it really helps pinpoint the exact grocery store in your neighborhood that sells it.
That's amazing. You know, for more information, you can go to our website, thebalancingact.com. And remember, I'm going to get some of this right now. This has been a quick bite, but chew slowly. Man, that's good ham.
Isn't it?
Oh my gosh, was that delicious?
Yummy, looks so yummy.
So great.
I could eat it right now.
Speaking of great.
Donna Summer, what's your favorite song?
Oh my gosh, the one that she sang about the cake.
MacArthur's Park.
Yes.
Sing it, or give me the words.
I don't think that I can take it.
Someone left my cake out in the rain.
I don't think that I can take it because it took so long to bake it.
Very good, I'm proud of you.
And I'll never have that recipe again.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Remember to head to our Facebook page and our website and follow us on Twitter.
Don't forget our Instagram @JulieandOlga.
She just cracks me up like this some days. It's just the best. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. So long.